That was really good. Spoilers for my new favorite episode of What If now. Off the bat, I really like the premise of this episode, because I feel like What If episodes are at their strongest when they're branching off of a probable future that we had in the main MCU timeline. Like, for example, I guess the only other example we've had is the Captain Carter episode, because I feel like both Peggy and Steve were worthy of the serum. Because you look at the other What If episodes, and it's like, what if T'Challa was Star-Lord? Like, why? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? Like, where did that come from? You know, you would think more like, what if Star-Lord willingly joined Ego in his like conquest of the galaxy, basically? So, I like the premise of this episode in short. I like it because this is what Vision was made for. Aside from the actual title being What If Ultron Won, you know, this is what if Vision actually became Ultron? What if Vision was actually doing what he was made for? And plus it features the Infinity Stones, which I really like and I find interesting. And that's what I think adds to the good pacing in this episode, in my opinion at least, because you're not spending all this time catching up with this what if future and just adding in all these different changes, because you can kind of tell where this is going, you know. If Ultron gets the Vision, he becomes more powerful, he succeeds in his plan, and he carries out what he's meant to do. There's not much more explanation, and we already got all the explanation that we needed in Age of Ultron, because we knew the consequences of what if the heroes failed. I love Thanos in the episode. I feel like he would have put more of a fight, but I'm glad he at least was addressed. And that brings me to how Ultron uses the stones, because everyone else in the MCU that we've seen use an Infinity Stone or Infinity Stones, including Thanos, they're limited by their physiology, because, you know, you use the stones and it ruins your body. You know, it takes a toll on your body. But Ultron, he could just spam the stones as much as he likes, and that's what makes him scary. And with that, the action is great as always in this episode, with the animation and just the fights, and especially the scale it goes to with Ultron versus the Watcher, which is definitely the highlight of the episode. But I'm not gonna sleep on the Ultron versus Captain Marvel episode, because I feel like Captain Marvel at this point is a lot like Doctor Strange, where she's just better, you know, just more enjoyable as a side character, just someone who steps in every now and then, you know, just to do their business. Because Captain Marvel at this point is basically like a security guard or like police officer for the universe. And yeah, the Watcher is very involved in this episode, more involved than he ever has been before in any other episode, and that's because Ultron gets powerful enough to see him and interact with him, you know, because like in the Doctor Strange episode where he was just growing more powerful and becoming more evil, he started feeling the presence of the Watcher, and Ultron full on just like, he just sees him, right? Just like he both senses him and just like is able to perceive him, and even more so attack him and actually win. In conjunction with all the stuff going on with the Watcher, you also have the storyline with Black Widow and Hawkeye trying to find a way to stop Ultron, and they do that by trying to find Arnim Zola and just basically having two computers fight each other. And I found that interesting, and plus it was important for the story because they were trying to find a way to stop Ultron. A couple things I like about that aspect of the episode is that Black Widow finds Red Guardian's shield. Finally, because in the Black Widow movie, I was waiting for Red Guardian to start using his shield like he uses Taskmaster's shield, but that's not his shield, because I was waiting for that because all of the merchandise, because you know I make videos paying attention to merchandise, he has a shield on. You know, he has a red and white star shield, you know, that's like the equivalent of his Captain America shield, but it never shows up in the Black Widow movie. You know, his pop figure has a shield, I believe. I know in Marvel Contest of Champions he has a shield for sure, and I was just waiting for that to show up, but it finally shows up, and I think Nat uses the shield very well. Another thing I really liked about this episode is the parallel between the scene in Endgame where Black Widow is about to die, and then when Clint sacrifices himself in this episode. It's clearly meant to parallel each other. And plus the visuals with Clint's death was really cool. So in the end, after Ultron punches the Watcher through a bunch of universes, the Watcher finally teams up with Doctor Strange, and this is the moment we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the episodes to cross over. So, would I rewatch this episode? Yes, this is definitely the episode we've been waiting for. There's a bunch of payoffs in this episode, such as the Watcher stepping in and Doctor Strange returning. These What If episodes are finally collaborating and creating what's essentially like a What If Avengers. And that's exciting. How soon would I rewatch this episode? I would say a day. There's not much more you can ask from this episode. The story is cool, and the action was good. It's an important episode for this series. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching my review of What If Ultron Won. Like and subscribe if you liked what I said and you want to hear more about these episodes. You can go ahead and check it out at my channel, and comment what you thought about the episode overall and what you think is going to happen in the next episode. I personally don't think that it's going to connect to the current Watcher storyline until maybe the end of the next episode, because we still have a Gamora episode to get through, if anyone forgot about that. And also comment what you think about the new setup and lighting. I've been experimenting ever since I rebooted the channel, and I've been just trying to figure out how to get the lighting just right. Also, don't forget to check out my review of Venom Let There Be Carnage this coming Sunday. And aside from that, I'll see y'all later. Bye.